All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Habitat Community Triage for July 9th, 2019. We have a handful of issues to go through. So without further ado, you see the board, guys?
I can see it, yeah.
All right, cool. Number 1, improved configuration functionality for system administrators. Okay, I think I remember seeing this one. Looks like it's around my favorite command, habconfig apply, and the workflow around being able to update that easily. And there's proposed feature here for patching and showing and being able to easily modify this stuff. I think there may be some other issues along these same lines already filed.
There definitely are. This is one we've talked about, I think, quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, we should accept this. I'm gonna make a note to go through and link all these things up together and possibly consolidate some of these. Were you gonna say something, Ian?
Yeah, I go back and forth on whether consolidating into a big issue like that is actually the right thing. I guess it's kind of personal preference, so I'm not like yay or nay on it, but I tend to prefer more concrete, like more concrete issues and a tracking issue rather than like a more
yeah, okay. To make a top level issue to contain all of them, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the very least, yeah, I'll just make sure that everything that's pertaining to this is all linked up together.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. All right, next up is a builder issue. Clicking on a version to see actual artifacts takes a long time.
It does. It does take a long time.
It does.
I've noticed that myself. Yeah, I mean, you can throw that in the backlog. I'm sure that it's just, it's probably whatever query we're running. And I think now that we've migrated everything over into RDS, we should be able to see. I don't know if Salim has looked at it in a while. I haven't looked at the metrics, but we do actually have metrics on the queries that are taking a long time. So if it's a query, that should be something that we can look at and we might be able to minimize. And if it's not, then it's probably still something we want to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. We should look at why it's taking so long. And I think you're talking about the issue with. Yeah, that's the one. I put a related link to it. We have another. I mean, we have a couple of places where there's just things are laggy. So yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I was noticing this one just myself this morning. You click the drop down and the arrow just sits there, and then it's like 15 seconds.
Yep. Not super great experience there. All right. Next one up is another builder. Clarified documentation about bootstrapping and syncing core packages.
Yeah, that's good also.
All right. Any particular labels that we should get on here? Oh, I guess those are the only ones.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, this. Yeah. I mean, it's probably just a chore. And yeah, it's probably good. the sync bits there are something that is we have so many issues on, like the documentation around bootstrapping and syncing and all of that covers what's there. It's not as much a documentation issue as that the feature doesn't exist.
Hmm.
And it's something we're talking about every day.
Yep.
Well, we'll definitely have a better solution. The shape of it and locking that down is just taking a while, but yeah.
Okay. Cool. Anything else to say on this one? Are we good here? I will take that as a we're good here.
Yeah.
All right. This one I saw come through. Hab Launcher and or Hab Soup no longer handle SIGHub as before. So on Linux, you could send a hub signal, and that would cause the supervisor process to restart itself. So it's basically the same thing as what happens when the supervisor upgrades itself, but you can have control over that. I think this is not so much that the signal handling is not working, as we've been going through and dealing with some potential thread deadlocking issues, and I think that this is basically the manifestation of that. So that is backlog. We are actually actively dealing with this right now. So I'll just go ahead and add a few tags on here, and we will call that one dealt with. But yeah, that's a thing. All right, and the last one, I was talking with Oliver about this. He's got an interesting template where he's iterating through a map, and because of how we are presenting that template data, how Serde is converting it to JSON, the keys don't always come back in the same order, and so the Habitat will think that the template is constantly changing, even though semantically it's identical. And I think that there is he mentioned that there's maybe this was in discussion with me in Slack. There's an option you can use in Serde to make it use always order the keys. So I think this will be a relatively simple one to address, but that is definitely something to fix. I think it will be easy. I hope it will be easy. All right. And it looks like that is the triage backlog. So with
That was fast.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everybody. And we will see you next time.
See you, everybody.